Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to yet another figure review. My name is Harker, and today we are going to be looking at Yamato from One Piece. I myself have never watched One Piece or have never read it, so fight me. I just like the character design. I don't have much to say besides that the box looks really cool. I actually really like the map pattern that they have kind of going on throughout the whole thing. And even I think I like the hat on the top, kind of representing Luffy and all that kind of stuff. The straw hats. But yeah, let's just get right into her. Into him, because it's a him. All right, so here we have Yamato. She is very tall. She's almost standing outside of my camera lens. So in terms of height, she is around 7 3/4 of an inch. So she's pretty tall. I will say that. Now, in terms of aesthetics, I love the character design. I love Yamato's character design. Some of the One Piece characters, I really like their designs and everything. I just never watched the series. Now, in terms of how she looks and how accurate she looks to the show and the manga, I think it's really good. Now, one of the only things that's kind of like a downside is the skirt, or yeah, the skirt. I'm gonna call it a skirt, unless it has an actual different name. I would say that it's kind of a disappointment that it was not made out of cloth and it's just segmented plastic parts. Granted, it is a little bit of soft plastic, but not the softest plastic. It's still kind of hard overall. So I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. Hopefully not in terms of articulation, but she looks really good. The detail all over her is really good. The wrinkles, the face, everything. She looks absolutely amazing. Let me get that focus on. The detail on the face is great. The hair is perfect. The blue, the transitioning blue, the fading effect on the back looks really good. And even these giant things, the bow, the kind of pretzel-like bow, that looks good as well. And I think she's pretty proportional in terms of size. Like, I know they kind of scaled down a bunch of the big characters in terms of size for figures, but I think she looks really good. Now, in terms of articulation, this is my first time trying her out, so I don't entirely know. Now, I have talked about the skirt, so let's start with that. The skirt is segmented, as you can see. It has hinges, ball hinges in the back, right here. As you can see, it has a hinge that it can move back and forth, and it can just go in and out. Now, that'll give you some range of motion. I'm not sure how much it will limit your range of motion overall, but it doesn't look as bad. In terms of the front and back, it's soft plastic. It's kind of stuck on there. There's no hinge that kind of makes it go forward, and there's no hinge that makes it go backward. Kind of a bummer, because that is, overall, if these sides don't limit your range of motion, the front definitely will. In terms of the legs, just trying to get the legs in a little bit, you can definitely see that she can move fine. And even if you're going to be posing her, I don't think the knee joints are going to be that bad looking. They look pretty good overall. She has a thigh swivel as well. It's not visible because it's going to be hidden. The buttocks looks pretty well sculpted. Oh, is that? Oh, that's just part of it. Okay. The feet. She does have her little sandals, or he. I took the leg off. My fault. Give me 1 second. All right. So I took the leg off for a second. That fell apart much easier than I thought. But for the feet, they have, or him, Yamato. I'm just gonna call him Yamato because it's the son of Kaido. Yamato has sandals, and I really like how they did the sandals. They're not You're not gonna get the most balance out of them, which I think it's fine. You can't take them off, but I really like how they are connected to front of the toe joints. Kind of, again, you're not going to get the best positioning with this character. That's why it includes something that's really nice. In terms of the top torso, I think Yamato has really good articulation, maybe, hopefully. In terms of ab crunch, oh my god, why does this character fall apart so easily? Okay, I took the neck off by accident. Ab crunch, not the greatest. Going backwards, really good. That's insanely good, actually. Especially for having a lot back here to kind of block you off. The head, what is the head made out of? Okay, so the neck is on a ball hinge. Not a ball hinge, double ball joint. Apologies. So you can take off the neck. The neck articulation seems to be pretty good. I don't see really much of an issue to it. The arms, I think that's pretty well sculpted. I don't know why. I think that's some of the best sculpting for just bare arms that I've seen. Yamato has the side boobage as well, just because. I think it's very well sculpted. The arms are really well sculpted. Even the elbows could have been done better, but I don't think that they look that bad, especially in just a regular position. I think Yamato looks really good. That should be the same for the other arm. So articulation, I'm just gonna say Yamato. I'm sorry, I don't keep up with the manga, so I know it's a he, but I'm just gonna say Yamato because I get confused. My brain gets confused. I'm sorry. Apologies, One Piece fans. The back, yes. So the back, Yamato has a hinge on the hair, of course, because it's pretty good. It's a pretty good hinge, honestly. It's pretty well hidden. It doesn't pop off very much. And then there's the kind of extra hinge that you can swivel around with the hair. As you can see, like the hair kind of swivels. And you have the ball hinges over here on the back to move the giant bow. This section itself, right here, the middle part, does not move, but it does kind of like flutter around with the extra bow parts. So, in terms of articulation, I think Yamato is pretty good. Is it like the best? No. But is it passable? Yes, absolutely. I think it's good. But something else that I think is really good is the accessories. I made Yamato stand up with one foot. You can do that. But the accessories are really good. Let's go right into those. Alright, so these are a lot of accessories for one figure. So I'm going to go through them real quick. So here we have kind of like a shocked expression of Yamato. One of the first expressions out of the many. We have a happy expression for Yamato. We have kind of an angry side-eye expression. These are all very well sculpted. And we have a kind of like more hopeful, happy face, which is very similar to the regular happy face, but it's still more expressive. Now, Yamato does come with an additional Luffy head. If you want to, I've talked about this many times, especially in my last, a couple videos back, for my SH Figuarts of the year. So I can leave that there down below in the description if you guys want to know my opinions on that. Now, there's a lot of hands. I don't know why there's so many. Okay, first of all, there's two, kind of like, just palms, like plain hands. Kind of like doing like the shimmy. There is this hand. I don't know what this is. It's kind of just like grabbing something. But the funny thing is, like, there is, it's to put on the side of the hip for that. So, okay, there is 3 different grasping sets of hands. So there is the one that goes at the bottom of the club. So these ones right here with the smaller holes. The in-between section right here. Come on, focus. Right here, the in-between section for the hole. For the fight giant club. So these are the 2 right here. I'm messing everything up. And then the giant hand It's kind of funny because a hand should not be doing this. It's it's funny because like we can't do that with our hands. And apologies for my dirty nails. I probably shouldn't have done that. So, and then we have the giant majestic fight, the club that you can use to hit people. Something I noticed is that you can, I think you can. Oh, you can. Oh, very interesting. Hopefully, I can put it back on. So apparently, you can take off the pieces, or at least the little donut that goes on here. So let me get that back. Okay, so I think that is very nice. Kind of having the donut or the end of the club come off, so you can put on the hands. I think that's very smart. You do have to. So one of the things is that the hole does have kind of like a little crevice that you have to match with this section. So be careful when trying to putting it on because you could probably break it. It's a very it feels not that like solid. It's very lightweight, especially this section right here. So be very careful with that. Now, but one last thing that Yamato comes with. I don't even know anymore. Okay. Yamato comes with a stand. I will say, actually, I'm gonna just go right into my final thoughts, my final verdict. So, Yamato comes with a stand, something that Tamashii Nations does not normally do, and I think it is very nice. But one issue I have with the stand is that it doesn't do much. There really isn't much to hold with that stand. It really is just there to help you balance Yamato overall because it's a very big figure in terms of scale compared to other figures. So I think it's a decent attempt at including just a stand on a figure. I wish they could have done a little bit better on the section that holds the figure. I can think of a couple of ways that they could have done it. But I have no issue with it because I don't think they needed to include a stand. It is always nice that they do because it's stupid buying stands separately. Now, in terms of accessories, it has a bunch of accessories, and I like that. For a figure of this price, especially like it costed me around like over $100 from Big Bad Toy Store. It's not cheap. So I really enjoy the amount of accessories that Yamato came with, especially even the Luffy head. I'm probably gonna get Luffy one like in the future, so it's nice that I have that now. The giant club is very nice. Always nice that they included that. The aesthetic for the figure is incredible. I absolutely love it, and I don't think that Yamato will have a very big issue in terms of articulation. If anything, the only issue would be kind of like getting the skirt to not look awkward, which kind of sucks. But there are, if you are one of the people that likes to mod figures, you can definitely change it for a cloth skirt or like a more flexible skirt. But that is all I have to say. I overall give this figure a 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10 sounds good because it has a bunch of accessories for its price. It has a stand, which is it's already bonus points right there. The aesthetic of the figure is really good, and overall, I just really like it. I think it's really good. So an 8 out of 10 is my final opinion for this figure, my final grade scale. So if you guys have this figure, I would like to know what you think about it. Are you a One Piece fan that got this figure because you are a One Piece fan? Or are you someone like me that just likes the character designs and hasn't watched One Piece but got this figure either way, even if the cost was extreme? So I would love to know what you guys think about this figure, especially for something that's kind of more recent as well. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.